Hi there. So let's talk about stress management techniques for people with either IBS or IBD. So both conditions can be exacerbated or made worse by stress. So managing stress for people with IBS or IBD is crucial to improve your overall well-being and reduce the frequency and severity of symptoms. So let's explore the various stress management techniques tailored to individuals with either IBS or IBD. Both conditions can be triggered by stress because we have a complex mind and body connection. Stress affects the body in numerous ways, with a significant impact on gastrointestinal health. When stressed, the body's fight or flight response can lead to changes in gut motility, as well as increasing inflammation and alterations in the gut microbiota composition. So the makeup of our gut bacteria can change if we're stressed, leading to higher levels of the bacteria that we don't want so many of, and lower levels of our good bacteria that keep our gut healthy, all of which can worsen symptoms for people with IBD or IBS. There's some really good stress management techniques include general relaxation techniques, such as regularly practicing deep breathing exercises. When I say regularly, this is 1, 2, 3 times a day, set of 10 breaths, lovely deep breathing, right the way down so that it feels like your breath's going all the way down to the bottom of your lungs. Doing it nice and slowly can really help to calm the body's stress response. I'll put some guidance below for you to follow if that's helpful. Another relaxation technique that people find useful is called progressive muscle relaxation. This involves starting at one end of the body and then tensing muscles and then relaxing them, gradually working your way up or down the body. And again, doing this regularly, perhaps once or twice a day, can be really useful to reduce that stress response. Another thing that can be useful is something called guided imagery. These are exercises where you're visualizing or imagining things in your head, perhaps nice scenes, walking on a beach, walking in a wood. Our brain can be distracted away from the stresses that we have in our day-to-day life. And for some people, this can really relax and reduce the stress response too. Find examples of guided imagery on YouTube if you want to give that a go. For others, mindfulness and meditation can be really helpful. Often when we're very stressed, we can think about things that have gone on in the past, or we can get very caught up on what might happen in the future. Mindfulness meditation helps us stay in the present. And if you do a search, you'll find lots of information on this. Also, meditation in itself is something that can be really useful. It does take some practice, and it's not for everybody. But again, certainly worth researching to see if there's something that might work for you. Yoga can be a really useful tool. This is something you can do in class, or again, there's lots on YouTube that you can follow, beginner sessions all the way to advanced. This helps reduce muscle tension, as well as calming the brain, because you're focusing on what you're doing. Both of these can be great in reducing that stress response. There's also dietary modifications that can actually help with reducing that stress response and relaxation. So besides avoiding those trigger foods, also avoiding caffeine, alcohol, and spicy foods, and opting for smaller, more frequent meals may be helpful to reduce the stress on the body. Good to remember that stress is stress, whether it be physical or mental or emotional. Anything that reduces stress on the body will be useful here. Therapy can be useful if you have things from your past that create stress for you, including trauma that may still be having impact on you, any strong emotions that are present for you and familiar to you that you don't feel in control of. This is where it can be really useful to have something like hypnotherapy so that work with the unconscious can be completed, reduce or eliminate any past stress that the body's holding on to. Support groups can be really helpful sometimes, whether they're ones where you actually get together with people and sit down and have a coffee, or online support groups. Of course, if you feel really stressed and this is going on for a long time, then it's time to go and see your doctor as well. They can talk about the support that they can offer and also talk about medications that may help if you feel this is something that you want to consider. Remembering that short-term medication can be quite helpful to get you back on track sometimes. It doesn't have to be a long-term solution. Managing stress is a vital aspect of improving quality of life if you have IBD or IBS. By incorporating stress management techniques into a daily routine, you'll be better able to cope with the challenges posed by these conditions. It's important to try things, see how they fit for you. Remembering that stress management isn't a one-size-fits-all is important. trying things out to see whether they feel like the right thing for you is important. And talking to somebody and getting the support you need with this is vital, so you feel like you're coping and you're in control of things. Hope this information was helpful to you. I'll see you again soon.